Hi, Jason Lammer with Global Banker Commercial. If you missed this year's 2021 Real Estate Symposium, we recorded all the sessions. I'm pleased to introduce Keith Metzler with the City of Victorville, who will provide an update. Keith Metzler, City of Victorville, how are you doing today?
Doing very well, Jason. Thank you for having me, and thank you for allowing Victorville to speak today.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. What can you tell us about Victorville and 2020 development and what you see on the horizon?
Well, certainly in Victorville, commercial development has been really what's strongest in our community. In 2020, we issued 75% more commercial building permits than we issued in 2019. We're experiencing new business development in a variety of sectors, including healthcare, aviation, and retail. One of the very positive trends that we're seeing is the revitalization of our large retail centers. Once vacant retail buildings are now being occupied, again, by large businesses coming to Victorville. For example, we just recently announced and we've just recently seen an Amazon last mile delivery station moving into the old Walmart building on Bear Valley Road, right there at Bear Valley and Balsam, where improvements on that facility have already started on the building and are expected to really take place and continue over the next 4 to 5 months. So we're fairly excited about that. That's a project that is expected to bring close to 150 new jobs to Victorville and the region. Other examples of large retail space that's been occupied very recently, a company called Car Exchange has moved into the former Target building on Palmdale Road, right there at Palmdale and Amargosa, just south of the Ford dealership. Cardenas Markets moved into the old Ralph's building there on Palmdale Road. IEHP opened into the former Michael's building on Mariposa Road. We saw Harbor Freight take on and move into the old furniture store on 7th Street. And then Shark Solutions moved into a vacant building over there on Hesperia Road at Hesperia and Burr Valley. And these large businesses are moving into vacant space and reviving our old retail centers. So it's actually nice to see some of those dark facilities that have been dark for some time actually getting occupied. We actually have 2 healthcare facilities under construction. Western Dental is taken on about 4,800 square feet on La Praz Drive and right next to Harbor Freight. The framing on that facility is complete. Drywall is actually underway. Desert Ridge Transitional Care, that's a 170 bed skilled nursing facility that's under construction on 11th Avenue. Framing and roofing is complete on that facility. Like some of our neighboring communities, Dutch Brothers also is building in Victorville on Bear Valley Road. It's part of a new multi-tenant building near John's Incredible Pizza. Framing's complete on that. Roofing is just about started. If you love all those catchy billboards on the freeway that showcases the cow, encouraging eat more chicken. We've got a Chick-fil-A for all those that are into the chicken. I've become a recent fan of that. The Chick-fil-A is actually taken on the old Marie Callender's facility there on Mariposa Road. Demolition is complete of that old restaurant. Construction of the new Chick-fil-A is underway. It's going vertical now, and estimated completion on that is June or July of this year. Also, a couple of hotels that are finally making some progress. Both of them are 87 room facilities. We have Holiday Inn Express actually in plan check right now, and we also have an Avid Hotel that's in plan review as well. So just winded at all of the exciting things that happened in 2020, and as far as forecasting what's going forward in this current year. More of the same with an anticipation of some industrial announcement out at the Southern California Logistics Airport. So with that, thank you, Jason, for the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And I will admit, I'm a huge Chick-fil-A fan, so I've been hoping that they would come up to the desert. We've been working with them for many years to join us, and glad to see they're going to be coming up here. And a little commute time for my lunch now, so see how long it takes me to get burned out on Chick-fil-A. Probably not for a while. Keith, while I have you up, we'll go ahead and segue into our next topic, which is infrastructure, capital improvements for each of the respective cities. I'm hoping you're going to tell me you're going to have a new bridge finished next year, right?
I am, and thank you. We actually have a couple of major projects, but the biggest, of course, and the most important infrastructure project to the city of Victorville will occur this year, and that is the Green Tree extension. On March 16th, our council awarded the construction contract to Skanska USA. Barring any delays, construction could begin at the end of May, early June. And this project will extend Green Tree Boulevard over 1 mile from Hesperia Road to Ridgecrest Road, providing another much needed east-west corridor in the Victor Valley. Construction is going to take some time. We're expecting that it's going to take at least 22 months to complete that. That includes spanning the railroad tracks with a large bridge structure. We're very excited to bring this project to fruition for the benefit of our entire region. Also this year, we plan to widen the Bear Valley Road Bridge between Industrial Boulevard and Ridgecrest. We'll expand the roadway and add sidewalks, and we'll add a much needed double left turn lane eastbound from Bear Valley Road to Ridgecrest in order to alleviate the traffic congestion and all of the stacking and queuing that's currently occurring right there at that intersection, especially at the late afternoon hours on the way home from work. That's a project that's estimated about $9.9 million. Federal funds and DIF funds are used on that. And barring any delays on that project, construction could begin in late 2021. Other road improvement planned for 2021, we've got a major crack sealing and Surrey seal project, about 16 miles worth of roadway in the Liberty Village area or Liberty Village community of our city. It's about $1.5 million project, and advertising is currently underway on that. Much needed reconstruction of pavement and the replacement of storm drains on Industrial Boulevard and Silica Drive. Arrowhead Drive and 7th between Green Tree and Bear Valley. There we're going to widen to 4 lanes, reconstruct a lot of pavement, add sidewalk and bike lanes for over 2 miles. That's a $5 million project. And to address the numerous complaints we get on the roadway section between Amethyst Road and 395 on Bear Valley Road, we've got 2 miles of rehabilitation work there. So tremendous amount of infrastructure work occurring on our roadway system in Victorville. We certainly ask for the patience from our residents and from our community members as we're making these improvements, but it's guaranteed that once these improvements are made, the community will very much appreciate all the work that went into that.
Absolutely. The bridge across connecting Green Tree to Ridgecrest is tremendous. As you said, we're in dire need of an additional east-west corridor. I know personally, and it's going to cut my commute down, I think 7-8 minutes. So I'm really excited to see that. Thank you for the update. How's everything going in Victorville? I got your housing numbers. Like Hesperia, you're also building quite a bit of homes.
We are, thank you, Jason. And I would characterize our housing market right now as healthy. Last year, despite the craziness of the pandemic, we issued 505 single-family home permits. That's actually a 15% increase over the number of new home permits issued in 2019. And this is more than triple the number of home permits issued in 2016. Right now, construction is active in 11 residential tracts in our city, including the first brand new residential development on raw land in Victorville since 2008. This is a new 168 lot residential tract being developed by KB Homes on 44 acres south and southwest of Restaurant Row in Victorville. As far as trying to forecast forward, I don't see a lot of change in terms of growth. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit a similar number this year in terms of permits issued. And I say that largely based upon what we're seeing on the tracting side of things. We're seeing a lot of substitution of securities and some in quite a few recordation of maps. So notwithstanding the upward trend we've seen, I think it's going to continue to be a healthy increase in this calendar year and for the probably the next 2 or 3 calendar years. Oh,
thank you for the update. And we do have an uptick uptick in housing throughout the high desert. Notably, what we're projecting between all municipalities is up about 23% year over year. However, that's still a fraction of what was being built in 2005 when we were delivering over 6,000 new homes a year. I think we're projected in 2021, if we look at the numbers, somewhere between 12 and 1,300 homes, which is still a fraction. So I think it's a healthy market. It's a good market, but I don't think it's an inflated market. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for participating today. Before we move into our community update from 1st District Supervisor, retired Colonel Paul Cook, I want to thank our sponsors who made this possible. Casey with Armstrong Fairway Insurance, the City of Hesperia, the City of Victorville, Southern California Logistics Airport, Enterprise Funding, Flagstar Bank, Mortgage Solutions Financial, Shannon with Saddle Rock Reverse Mortgage, and Flagstar Bank, along with our bronze sponsor, Desert Valley Hospital and Desert Valley Medical Group, and also Citizens Business Bank and Caldwell, Kennedy, and Porter. Thank you very much. Next week, tune in at 10 a.m., April 1st. Yes, April 1st. I was questioned why we're doing April Fool's Day, but it'll be a good meeting. We have Brightline West. We have a panel, Greta Seidman, Director of Public Affairs, and Adrian Scher, EVP of Rail Infrastructure, who will join us, give us an update on the high-speed rail, and also 2 community updates from U.S. Congressman Jay Obernolte and California Assemblyman Thurston Smith. We look forward to their updates. And also state of real estate in the high desert, both commercial and residential, with Bob Basin, Terry Sines, and myself from Coldwell Banker Commercial, and Chris Lamoureux with Coldwell Banker Home Source providing a real estate update. And with that, thank you for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and play the community update from Paul Cook. Thank you very much.
I want to tell you a few things that are going on in the county, and I hope all the high desert realtors are having a great symposium. I love symposiums, as long as they don't have to talk. But no, seriously. There's a number of things that are going on, and I'm going to give you quick and dirty on some of these so you know what's going on. One of them is not in my district per se, but I think in the future it might be, and I used to represent it, and that's Barstow. And this is the North First Avenue Bridge over the BNSF Railroad. We're working with Barstow, Burlington North Santa Fe Railroad. This bridge was built in the 1930s, and it's really, really dangerous. And so hopefully we can get this done. I was trying to get some federal money that we might be able to use. And just recently, I don't know if you heard about it, but out in Ludlow, there was a huge train derailment. So some of these things are going to affect the areas, and I wanted to mention that one. Okay, speaking of trains, the Brightline connection in Las Vegas. This is high-speed rail. I think it can work. I've talked to a number of folks. It's going to be from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, but because of trying to get the permitting and everything like that, the interim connection might be from Las Vegas to Victorville, and then we're going over to the follow the 18, parallel the 18 to the Metrolink and come down through that area as opposed to coming right along next to the I-15 into Los Angeles. That's going to be great. We got a lot of hiccups on it, but we're working on it, and I think we might be able to get it done. The project, 260 miles, and 30% of the design phase is complete. We're not there yet, and where we're going to go and everything like that is going to be a challenge. The other one, Mountain Pass Mine, the corporation is MP Materials. I've been fighting this battle for years. It's in my district. It's the only integrated rare earth mining and processing site in North America. And there's They're going to expand operations using a combined heat and power plant that will eliminate the old diesel-based equipment, which is a big, big thing with the environmentalists. I have some issues, national security, in that right now they outsource it to China. So I can't believe we're doing this. We need these things for airplanes, defense, this and that. And we've been giving it to China. Anyway, no comment on that. But I've really been supportive. We got language written back when I was in Congress to some of the areas. So hopefully we got our fingers crossed on that. The Redlands Passenger Rail Project. This is intended to advance regional transportation, connecting San Bernardino residents to businesses, services, and I'm pretty sure it was connecting to the college out there at Cal State, one of my alma maters. So, and that was part of the reason years ago I was supporting this big time. This is the city of San Bernardino to Redlands, and it's going to be transportation and hopefully maybe buses, autos, integrated transportation network. This is supposed to open in 2022. I don't know if we're going to make that, but optimistic. Another one which is really, really exciting, I think, a tunnel connection to Ontario. And this kind of shocked me a little bit. But SAMBAG, or San Bernardino County Transportation Authority, the board of directors, we gave the agency the approval, and they're in the contract negotiations with Boring company, Boring, like in previous Paul Cook speeches, Boring, for the construction of a tunnel connection from Rancho Cucamonga Metrolink to Ontario Airport. Now, the beauty of this is going to be a 4-mile tunnel underground, surface stations. You come up, and believe it or not, some of the technology on that, it's cheaper when you use a tunnel than all the permits and everything like that. So we're kind of excited about that. We'll have, as I said, this is supposed to be completed in 2025. And I think you got a whole new area of transportation, sometimes, particularly in the LA area, even our own county, where you're trying to get the permits. It's easier to have a tunnel and go underneath. So we're going to follow this. There'll be more updates. I got the West Valley Connector Project. This is 100% zero emission bus rapid transits. First stage of the zero emission bus initiative, and this is the bus rapid transit system in the country. This is our second one again. Included as phase one is 21 stations, connect to Ontario International Airport, to Metrolink stations, various recreational destinations such as Ontario Mills and Victoria Gardens. I try to keep my wife out of there so she doesn't spend too much money, so she's not going to have access to it. Anyway, the project is currently in the design phase and is anticipated again 2025. The last one I want to talk to you about is Zero Emission Multiple Unit Project. ZEMU, like EMU, but with a Z, I guess. This will include the first battery and hydrogen-powered passenger train in North America. It's kind of exciting stuff. And this will service the county of San Bernardino. And you'll have, once again, there's been a lot of attention to green pathways with the roads and trucks, and more attention is being focused on our rail sites. It's in the planning stage, and simply because of the nature of it, and I'm talking about green projects, right now you're going to be able to get money for some of those things. So I give you a quick and dirty on a lot of different things that are going on. It's pretty exciting. And I'm not going to promise you and say, oh yeah, they're all going to be completed. But I'm very, very optimistic that we can get something that'll help us with transportation and with some of the traffic problems we have and the technology on some of these things that's here, we got to follow through, and you got to keep plugging. So I'm very optimistic about this, and hopefully this will improve the whole area in terms of the issues that you guys and gals deal with. So I'm going to let you guys get back to your symposium, and you can tell your lies. I'm always free to talk to you. And the realtors have been supporting me for years, and I can't thank you enough. But I believe in growth. I believe in doing it right. And some of these mechanisms, which I've outlined, I think will enable us to do it. So I'll be talking to you again, and I hope this helped a little bit. Thank you. Everybody stay safe, particularly your families. Bye-bye.